There's a Spanish saying in Puerto Rico that goes like this: El tiempo siempre me da la razón. And that's Spanish for time always proves me right. On October 13th, I came out and said this: the US is using the FBI to keep Puerto Rico colonized. Literally the next fucking day, there was a report that came out and said the FBI and Puerto Rico's police discussed a pro-independence group during a domestic terrorism meeting. The purpose of the 2024 meeting was to liaise with the Operational Tactics and Strike Force, which experts are warning that the FBI is likely referring to the Tactical Operations Unit, which is deployed with riot police to end protests. The reason why this is significant is because the fact that they even have these documents on a pro-independence organization brings back the memory of Las Carpetas, which was a mass surveillance program operated by the FBI and counterintelligence programs. The program surveilled over 100,000 people and produced more than 1.5 million pages of documents between 1930s and mid-1980s. That was just the FBI, because the CIA also spied on Puerto Rican activists separately. If you think that's bad, it fucking gets worse. On September 25th, 2025, Donald Trump signed an executive order called Countering Domestic Terrorism and Organized Political Violence. In this executive order, he vows to destroy any violent conduct that he includes anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christianity, support for the overthrow of the US government, extremism on migration, race, and gender, and hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family, religion, and morality. And then he says the United States requires a national strategy to investigate and disrupt networks, entities, and organizations, just like the FBI did to black leaders and civil rights organizations. They discredited, they disrupted, and they destroyed. That same disrupt, discredit, and destroy strategy that they did to the Black Panther Party, that they did to the black civil rights leaders, they also did to the Young Lords, who were also fighting for collective liberation and the pro-independence of Puerto Rico. If you really want to know why this organization is being considered a terrorist organization, is because they're collectively fighting for the independence of Puerto Rico and against the colonial regime, imperialism, and neoliberalism. They're considered terrorists because they're fighting for the natural right of Puerto Rican independence and the immediate withdrawal of federal authorities, their courts, and the U.S. military from the Puerto Rican archipelago. Terrorists because they demand the payment of reparations for the plunder and exploitation caused by the colonial regime. Somehow they're terrorists because they want to stop the displacement of our people as a consequence of gentrification and colonialism. Terrorists somehow because they fight for the right to a universal, free, and quality healthcare system, because they fight for the eradication of capitalism, racism, xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia, and patriarchy. Their Linktree has direct resources for immigrants finding legal representation. And up here, they have linked the last recorded message of Filiberto Ojeda Rios, who was a prominent Puerto Rican nationalist fighting for the independence of Puerto Rico, who, by the way, was assassinated by the FBI in fucking 2005. They kept and are still keeping files on people fighting for their freedom and openly vowing to disrupt, discredit, and destroy their movements. That tells you everything you need to know about who the real threat is.